Alright, here at the beautiful Risdon Brook Dam with my younger daughter today. The dam definitely deserves talking about itself as a walk. It's great for family, but basically in this one I'm just going to say, if you haven't done it before, come check it out, especially if you live on the eastern shore. It's very close. It's about 4k. Most of the way it is flat. There's sort of two smaller hills over the back. And yeah, it's great whether you're pushing a pram or riding a bike. It's just a really good family and friendly walk. But today we're going to look at something a little different. We've got Mount Direction at the back there. That is a bloody steep hill to walk up. So especially if you're carrying kids or your kids are only just learning to walk, I wouldn't go that far. But we're going to look at going out one of the gates at the back here that I'll show you. And there's all this grassland, but behind those trees there's sort of another paddock, more or less, which is just a great shorter walk to more of a hangout spot to explore. We're going to cook up some noodles today because of course my younger daughter saw the video of her older sister eating noodles on her walk the other day, and so now she wants to turn. But yeah, in a sec I'm going to show you a gate that's just the other side of the dam wall here. And then we're actually going to walk around the dam a bit of a way, and I'll show you another gate that takes us to those tracks up the back. Alright, so we've just come across the dam wall over there, and then this is where most people go to then head round the dam. Yeah, I sort of said the dam's a good walk. The downside to me is that it is very busy. You're always seeing a lot of people, which isn't a problem, but I like getting a bit further out. And so instead of going down that way, you can actually head up here, and this will take you around and up the hill to where we're going to go today, up over there. But that's probably that's the quickest way, I reckon, to where we're going today. But we're actually going to keep walking around for the minute and show you another entrance, which yeah, is a little bit further away from this spot, but is the way I would go if I was heading up Mount Direction. So we're just going to head round and show you that way too. Alright, so we've come from that way. We're literally a K around the track. This is where you meet the first, basically, hairpin, and there's the bench there. This is the way to head off the circuit track up into the hills toward Mount Direction and where we're going. You can see there's that gate up the back there. So we're going to go up through there, and then we'll get to a T-junction. Alright. So now up to the gate. As you can see, it's got the Mount Direction sign here, 8 kilometres. It's interesting, it says suitable for most ages and fitness levels. I reckon that hill's pretty killer. I guess if you don't have a pack at all, not so bad, but it is pretty steep for a good while. Anyway, you come through the gate, up around this corner, and you can sort of already see, like, compared to the gravel track that goes around the dam, this is a little less used, and more of a bush track, I guess you could say. It does sort of become rocky gravel again through here, but yeah, not maintained quite to the same level as just the circuit is. And then this is your junction. So you're going up to the right there to Mount Direction, follow that round for a while. There is another point not far along where it drops back down to the dam before the quarry. And then, yeah, the left is the way we're going to go today. And I've never seen another person up this way before, so we'll see how we go today. And I'll show you along the trail a bit further. This is the hill of it. It's not super steep and doesn't go that far. Once I'm at the top, I'll let you know how much elevation will up. But yeah, just for people to be aware that you do leave the dead flatness to head up this hill. Alright, so that's the hill we've come up, the track. And this is the aim here, just this open grassland. The track keeps going if you want to meander, but this is kind of the open area for the kids to run around and explore. I mean, if you want, it wouldn't even be bad for a soccer ball or a frisbee or something, while you have a bit of lunch and a picnic. nice spots over the under the trees over there. Sit and have some lunch. Yeah, great little spot. So it was only just under 70 meters elevation to get up here. So, you know, basically just that last hill once you turn off the dam. And it's exactly 1.5 k's, which going at 4-year-old pace took us 37 minutes. It's Mount direction there. This is the side that doesn't have a path. It's definitely a hard scramble up this side, trust me. But yeah, just great for an explore, you know, checking out around these dead trees and stuff. We just found a skull and a possum tail. So yeah, that's about it. Cool spot. And the last place I just want to show you is this little dam here. Just the other side of those trees is where that clearing that I showed you, sort of the spot is. And yeah, there's no path here, but if you just bush bash down through, I don't know, 200 meters or so, there's this little dam where a lot of wallabies come. So if you manage to keep your kids quiet, there's a lot of wallabies here. Though you'll see them on this walk, basically guaranteed anyway. But what's cool for kids is because it's all muddy on the bank, there's lots of different footprints from animals. So it can be a cool spot to come and get them checking out the footprints, identifying what's come here. But yeah, that's the end of that video. Hopefully by sharing this spot doesn't spoil it and it stays quiet, but I'm sure the 3 or 4 people that might watch this video aren't gonna make it too popular. But yeah, great little spot to come and explore with your kids. See you in the next one.